Before we get started, I want to have a moment of silence for the loss of Ashley Massaro. May she rest in peace. Alright, so what up, y'all? It's your boy SSG Coop, and this is our Money in the Bank 2019 predictions video. I think y'all probably already getting familiar with this. We're going to go through these 11 matches that happen tomorrow. This pay-per-view, once again, this has been a lackluster pay-per-view. Some of these matches shouldn't even be fucking happening, but that's just my opinion. And this pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, is kind of a little bit growing on me because of it's up there with the other three. You got WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and this will be another one of those pay-per-views that really, set a great gimmick that's not like overly pushed. Only needs to be one TLC ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. I loved it when they used to do that at WrestleMania. They used to actually make it a lot more fun. But anyway, so we're going to get into this card. On the pre-show, we got Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus the Usos in a tag team match. I don't know if this is just a singles match or a tag team match. Either way, I think I'm going to just get through this quick. I'm going to get through this shit real quick because I don't even really feel like doing this shit, to be honest with you. I would say if it's just a normal tag match, it's okay to give the Usos the win. But I'm like, why wouldn't it be a championship match? So if this is for the tag team championship, I think Daniel Bryan and Rowan are gonna retain, despite the fact the Usos are legit the best tag team in the whole fucking company, and they actually have the talent to carry a tag team division. They need to merge the tag team divisions any fucking way, but WWE ain't gonna do shit that we ask them to do when it comes to creating some new content or something. Like, this shit just is stupid. But anyway, I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan and Rowan. I think they're gonna beat the Usos. Next, we have Tony Nese defending the WWE Cruiserweight Championship against Ariya Daivari. I almost forgot Ariya Daivari was even employed with the WWE. Like, I didn't see much of him outside of the Enzo Amore gimmick. After Enzo left, it just kind of, I don't know where they had him at. Tony Nese is always an impressive to watch. The man is one hell of an athlete. I definitely Tony Nese kind of grew on me a little bit with his athleticism. And I'm like, damn, this dude, and I've seen a few of his little independent works. I'm like, the dude is actually a pretty solid in-ring performer. And I think he's actually going to retain this. He's going to beat Ariya Daivari and move on to the next competitor, whoever that may be. This is the 205 Live bubble. They can only be stuck in that bubble despite the fact there's some great talent over there. Some really great talent over there. The only question I have is this. Where the fuck is Buddy Murphy? Does anybody have a question about that to answer? Where the fuck is Buddy Murphy? Now, it's about 4 weeks ago that he was supposed to appear on SmackDown. I'm thinking they would have tried to build this guy up. This guy was holding it down in the Cruiserweight division. He was holding it down for that entire division. And we haven't seen him have a debut match on SmackDown yet. Despite the fact, do you know what kind of he could bring? What do you know what he could bring to that SmackDown roster? Like, man, SmackDown, you're like, man, Buddy Murphy versus Finn Balor over the Intercontinental title? I'd be down for that. Why the fuck isn't he in one of these Money in the Bank matches? Like, it's just unbaffling. It's unbaffling. Is it because he left Alexa Bliss, who none of you motherfuckers know got some new tits? This is why she was taken off. You cannot sit there and tell me you watch Monday Night Raw and didn't take a look at how plumper her titties are now. So, they don't want her to bust one of her tits in a ladder match. Let's leave her out. Well, it actually makes the match that much time, but I'll get on that in a minute. So the next time, we got Samoa Joe defending the United States Championship against Rey Mysterio. As much as I want Samoa Joe to retain, because I want Samoa Joe to be booked as a dominant champion, it's possibilities Rey Mysterio could beat him. It's a very good possibility Rey Mysterio could beat him. Do I want that to happen? No. I actually want Samoa Joe to win. I'm going with Samoa Joe to retain and move on to another opponent. I don't know. We have nothing but credible baby faces you can feud Samoa Joe with. If they wanted to do that, they could build Cedric Alexander up there on Raw and have him contend for the United States Championship against Samoa Joe. That would be pretty interesting if you ask me, but I'm not the person that's in charge. I wish I was the person in charge, because I would have definite pink slips for a lot of people. If I was running this shit, it'd have been a whole different story, a whole different ball game. And the only reason that some of this shit is happening is because of the AEW effect. For all those motherfuckers talking about, oh, it's just a merchandise company. No, nigga. AEW is coming for that ass. And I support them. I support the AEW. I am going to be watching AEW. I'm going to do a review on All or Nothing when that show comes out next week. I'm going to watch that show. If All In was that damn good, then what the fuck is this going to be? This is going to be fucking crazy. That's all. And I'm going to do a predictions video on that probably next week. Probably next week before it shows up. So This one is about Money in the Bank, though, because trust me, we got some AEW shit to get off our chest, too. Next, we got Kofi Kingston defending the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. I want to say right now, the Kofi Kingston experiment is dead. It's dead. I mean, it was fun while it was lasted. But I didn't like they just kept overly forcing the fact that he finally won the title at WrestleMania. We understand he won the fucking title from Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Find this man a challenger so he can look like a credible champion. And they start booking him throughout the week to defend the championship in a triple threat match with AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. I'm not Samoa Joe. AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. My bad, I said Samoa Joe. And it's just kind of dead, and I don't know. I think it's about time we get a new champion. So I actually want Kevin Owens to beat Kofi Kingston and become the WWE champion. Kevin Owens brings actually a lot more to that championship than Kofi Kingston does. I am not trying to upset any of you Kofi marks out there, but Kevin Owens brings back a little bit more of a legitimacy to that championship. Because if he wins, just watch what he's going to do with it. Kevin Owens always made a great champion. It's like Kevin Owens himself is great, and it's going to be a funny match. I definitely know it's going to be a funny match. Kevin Owens can wrestle with the best of them. He really can. And Kofi ain't no slouch in the ring either. But I wouldn't put it past it if they plan to take the title off of Kofi at SummerSlam. Or if they want Kofi to, or if they could have Kofi actually retain it, because I know they're doing a show over there in Saudi Arabia next month. So they might actually want their WWE champion to be like a Kofi Kingston that's familiar. But I don't know. It's tough. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of predictions that could go down for this. Like, babble. Going into the Saudi Arabia show. Because the last time, who was the WWE champion? Did they even show up? No, Brock Lesnar did that bogus-ass Crown Jewel and Greatest Royal Rumble event. Absolutely fucking worthless shows they had. Those are none but glorified Raw and SmackDown house shows in a different setting. Fuck that. But anyway, we got... I think it should go like this. I don't know if this is the exact match order, but fuck it. We got Shane McMahon and The Miz in a steel cage match. Like I keep saying, I am not behind a babyface Miz. I'm not. That doesn't work for his character. When we think of The Miz, what do we think of? I am the must-see WWE superstar. I think of the cocky prick heel Miz. And he's not being a cocky prick. I understand it's all about the vengeance for his father. They should have actually just this feud should have died at WrestleMania when Shane McMahon defeated The Miz. But they want to say, hey, let's do a steel cage match for him. This better be the end all say all. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if this has some type of interference in it, because Shane McMahon, obviously, having Elias and Bobby Trashley, and some guys in the back that got his back. And who does the Miz got is the question. But I actually expect the Miz to win. Let the babyface go over in this whole scenario and let him get the win and move Shane McMahon on to something else. Now we got Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This whole thing with Becky Lynch has made me cringe just a little bit because they haven't created any type of thing they haven't booked her correctly to look like this dual champion. And the first challengers you get is one that we've seen for a majority of 2018. You give us Charlotte Roman Reigns Flair. Yeah, I'm gonna call her that. Charlotte Roman Reigns Flair. Because she gets booked like Roman Reigns. She gets booked just like Roman Reigns. Don't get me wrong. I like Charlotte's in-ring ability. I like her character, but I hate how overly forced WWE management puts this woman. You can't, can we find something for Charlotte to do other than being around the championship? Just once? Just once? That's number one. Number two, what the fuck did she do to get this title match? This is what baffles me about how people get championship opportunities. What happened to the old days? If you were building toward a pay-per-view, this is why I'm glad AEW said wins and losses are gonna matter. Like, how many wins has Charlotte Flair accumulated from after WrestleMania to warrant a championship match with Becky Lynch? How many wins has she gotten since WrestleMania, since participating in WrestleMania? I don't think she has any, other than the one she had against Bayley. You beating Bayley gets you a title match. Beating one person gets you a title match. What happened to accumulating some wins over the weeks? And then you break it down like, now this person has a certain number of wins. Let's do a number one contender match. Simple booking. Simple booking. Instead, Charlotte Flair comes back from vacation and she beats Bayley and gets a championship match. Bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. That's just my take on that. I think it's bullshit. So, Becky defends the belt twice. She's going to defend both titles twice. I said that wrong. She's going to battle twice. She's going to get in the ring twice. Oh, now, this is the whole tricky part, because it's like, how do you book this? Like, I think this should happen. If Becky somehow beats both Charlotte and Lacey in this same night, she should say, fuck that, and unify the titles. Fuck it. Absolutely fuck it. Unify the titles, have a new WWE Women's Championship, and Becky Lynch is the holder. Because right now, the women's division is fucking terrible. Ever since Ronda left, these women have legit nothing to do. Look on this card. Where are your women's tag team champions? Where are your women's tag team champions at? You iconic fuckboys out there who love the Iconics despite the fact they are fucking terrible at what they do. Probably some of the worst female performers in the whole fucking world. And you think them as credible champions? No, like, Sasha and Bayley were going to make those belts legit. Right about now, on this Money in the Bank show, if Sasha and Bayley had won that and retained at WrestleMania, they would have been on this show against who knows. They probably would have showed up at motherfucking NXT 25. And we could have got something then. But no, we want to put it on the trash-ass Iconics who aren't even on the fucking show. The women's tag team division was a fucking joke upon announcement. Just within 2 months, they have made those belts absolutely fucking worthless now. Why even have a women's tag team division? You can't even get the women singularly right. But I actually, we can get back to this. I actually want Becky Lynch to retain over Charlotte and unify the title after she beats the fuck out of Lacey Evans. But it wouldn't put it past me if she beats Lacey first and then Charlotte beats her. And Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, gotta have a 9th championship match because she's the daughter of Ric Flair. She gets whatever she wants. Look at how she had Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega pulled from Raw to come back to SmackDown because she's fucking Andrade. And then at the same time, Zelina Vega is part of his act and Aleister Black is her husband and he was on Raw. They put him back on SmackDown just from her saying something. Just from her saying something, she got it what she wants. And I fucking hate that. There's people in this company that can just get pulled just like that. And the Charlotte Flair is one of them. And that shit makes me cringe. But I want Becky to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Even though I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen with Charlotte. Could probably take the title back to SmackDown and keep Becky on Raw. And you keep Becky on Raw. So we're gonna move on to that. Roman Reigns versus Elias. I really don't give a single fuck about this match. That's a piss break match for me if I do decide to watch this fucking show. But who else do you think is gonna fucking win this match? Roman Reigns is gonna beat Elias. Roman Reigns is gonna win. On to the next one, because I really don't give a fuck about that match. I don't give a fuck about the Elias. To me is a dead act. I mean, he does have the charisma and stuff like that, but he's just really shown me nothing. And even Roman Reigns said it, like, you're a loser. You ain't win no championships. I don't think he's even contended for a championship. And to me, it's just going to be a big waste of time for that match. Next, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match that consists of Natalya, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella, and Nikki Cross, who is replacing Alexa Bliss because Alexa Bliss went and got some new titties, and they don't want their precious Alexa Bliss to take a bump like I did on Monday Night Raw. And it wasn't gonna let her take a bump in a fatal 4-way match when she got some new titties. She's overly protected. And yeah, yes, motherfucking you, Alexa Bliss Mars. Alexa Bliss is overprotected by the WWE management. Look at, and here's the prime example. There's a lot of prime examples ever since she had the Raw Women's Championship, a majority of last year. Last year, before she lost it to Ronda, she did nothing with the title. She didn't even take bump. She took no bump inside the women's elimination, the first ever elimination chamber, which she ended up winning anyway because they didn't want her to take. She didn't take bumps. The last fucking the first women's in the first women's ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract, she didn't take no bumps. The last one, she didn't take bumps. She stood outside for about a majority of the match, while the other women are brutalizing each other on ladders. Like, even Lana took more bumps than fucking Alexa Bliss did. That's the reason I hate Alexa Bliss. She doesn't wrestle. She can't wrestle. Then some fucking troll came in my Instagram one time talking about Alexa Bliss trying to question me when I said Alexa Bliss doesn't have any intensity. She doesn't. She does. I'm like, what the fuck are you watching? She's a cowardly heel. If you put her in a scenario like this, she's gonna take the less damage. Get in the ring and fucking wrestle. Simple. But I actually have 2 picks for this match. But Nikki Cross is gonna make the match better. I would definitely like. I'm surprised that where the fuck is Ruby Riott? Does anybody have a question for that? Answer to that question? Where the fuck is Ruby Riott? I haven't seen Ruby Riott since WrestleMania. She's been off TV, period. What the fuck? How do you waste this woman? You're one of the best women in that locker room. You don't put on TV. And right about now, Raw's women's roster desperately needs that. Needs somebody. Somebody. I mean, who else do you expect? If Becky retains, who's a liable heel to feud with? I don't see nobody but Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott, you know, that's the only liable heel they have on the roster outside. Lacey Evans ain't even over with the crowd. So, the fuck? But I have 2 picks for this ladder match to win. I normally pick, I'm actually, just like I have 2 picks for the men, a babyface and a heel, just to see if it works. But my picks for the women's ladder match are going to be Mandy Rose and Ember Moon. Why? Because 1, I don't see Natalya winning it. 2, I don't see Dana Brooke winning, despite the fact Dana Brooke jumped off a fucking ladder on Monday during that fatal 4-way. I would love to see your precious Alexa Bliss do some shit like that. I'm not the biggest Dana Brooke fan, but she's not lying when she says she has the passion. If she has the passion to climb up a fucking ladder and do a crossbody off of that bitch, she will take a bump and show that she's ready and that she can do this shit. I give her all the respect in the world for that, even though she's not fucking winning the match, and she might pop one of her titties too, because her titties are overly huge for a ladder match. You imagine somebody, they try to ram a ladder to their but no, she's not winning it. Naomi, who's actually probably going to be one of the MVPs of the whole fucking match, along with Ember Moon, She's not winning. Even I would love to see Naomi win it. I would love to see Naomi win it. Bayley is not going to win it. Bayley, I think, is there just to hold Sasha spot. They thought Sasha would. This spot was probably supposed to go to Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks was probably supposed to win this Money in the Bank. But Sasha Banks, I hope Sasha Banks does not come back to the WWE. Period. Pull that Neville move and that CM Punk move. Stay at home with your husband. You can keep training, wait for that contract to expire. Go ahead, give Cody a call. Go on down there to Jacksonville, Florida. Go back to the Mercedes persona. She already dyed her hair black, so I'm like, I don't think she's gonna be Sasha Banks much longer. I would like to see Mercedes go down there to AEW and become a strong foundation for that women's division, and even become the inaugural AEW Women's Champion. So Mandy Rose, but I say Mandy Rose is one of my picks because it goes with her character. She's a heel, and her cash and I can see her as the only viable heel in this fucking. I think she is the only heel. She's the only heel. Yeah, Mandy Rose is actually the only heel in this match. So it makes sense. The Money in the Bank contract only really works for heels, and I can see Mandy Rose actually getting that. Mandy Rose has actually improved a lot. She can talk on the mic. She has the look. She has the theme music. She's not bad in the ring. I mean, and the woman's good to look at. I am not gonna lie. The woman's incredible to look at. When I think of the title goddess or the golden goddess, I will put Mandy Rose as a perfect example of what a goddess should look like. She has the beautiful face. She has muscles. She legit looks like a goddess. Alexa Bliss just looks like one of the high school cheerleaders that you want to bang real badly. That's what Alexa Bliss looks like. Ain't nothing goddess. Ain't no goddess. I don't think of Alexa Bliss as a fucking goddess. You ain't even strong or powerful. So how the fuck are you a goddess? But yeah, I think it might suit Mandy Rose to get that one. And Ember, I would say Ember Moon just because as a baby face, she could have one of the best cash-ins in history. When she hit this, she could hit in the hips, bring that case tag in, she could become champion. Even though I think Ember Moon's character to me is she fights. She's a fighter, and I would like to actually see her fight and win the championship as opposed to a cash-in. Carmella, fuck no. I don't need to see Mella is money again. I'm like, I can stand Carmella then. I can't stand her now. I do not want to see shit to do with Carmella. And Nikki Cross is just going to be the wild card factor. She's going to do some crazy shit in the match, which should be fun. Even though I don't think she's going to win it. And even if she did, who's going to be there to take the spotlight? Alexa Bliss. I guarantee you, if Nikki Cross wins, Alexa Bliss is going to somehow show up and probably like take the briefcase and say, hey, you won this for me and blah, blah, blah. And I would love if Nikki Cross just haul off and beat the fuck out of her. But they don't want their precious Alexa Bliss to take bumps. I hope she's not even at the fucking show. I hope she's not even there. Next, we got the men's ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract. We got Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Mustafa Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade Cien Almas, and Randy Orton. This one was kind of tough because, one, I don't want Baron Corbin in this fucking match. Baron Corbin is nauseating on television to me. They continue to push this man. Drew McIntyre, I like Drew McIntyre. It's just, I don't know, while they're booking him to lose a lot. Out of all this, now this match should be very, very, very fun. They replaced Braun Strowman with Sami Zayn because apparently Braun Strowman is ass. He got a spot in the at the Royal Rumble during the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He kicked Luke Harper, who was supposed to suplex Mustafa Ali out the ring, and it turned out wrong. But Mustafa Ali said he was actually okay after that. But it was a really bad spot, and I guess they finally realized that Braun Strowman ain't what he cracked up to be. He's big, he's tough, he's monstrous. He's only there to destroy, cause destruction and chaos and all that fuck shit. But in actuality, the man isn't actually a good wrestler. He's just a big novelty act. Just something for enjoyment for the kids that just want to see somebody fuck some shit up. That's what Braun Strowman is. So I have to pick. If I had to pick two people to win the Money in the Bank contract, I would choose Andrade Cien Almas and Mustafa Ali. Finn Balor's not winning because he's the Intercontinental Champion. Randy Orton is just gonna be there to have the great RKO spots. Baron Corbin, fuck no. He wasn't successful in his first cash in, and he probably wouldn't be successful in this one either. Drew McIntyre doesn't suit his character. Drew McIntyre can fight for the title and win one. Ricochet, possible, but I really only respect Ricochet to give that a daredevil edge, because you remember his debut match was a fucking ladder match for the North American Championship, one of the best matches of 2018, and one of the best ladder matches WWE has ever produced. Period. And he was in that. To me, this should be match of the evening. I think it will be. But also, I'm not going to put nothing past Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn might just weasel his way up that ladder and win. But I'm picking Andrade Cien Almas and Mustafa Ali to win. For one of them to win. Why? I'm going to put Andrade Cien Almas because that actually goes with the character. And I can see him having Zelina Vega carry it around with her everywhere they go. And the second reason I say is because Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair. I was like, it could happen. It definitely could happen. I actually want it to happen. I think that works perfect for Andrade Cien Almas' character. The reason I picked Mustafa Ali is because about 3, maybe 4 months from this is Survivor Series. Where Survivor Series is going to be held? Here in Chicago, Illinois. Along with NXT TakeOver Chicago 3 War Games 3, which I will be attending. Fuck you mean. I would probably say that in all my videos, but I am going. So they really wanted to put Ali as a champion, even though I don't know if it's probably too soon. But if they wanted to book him for a cash in, what better way to do it in his hometown city? Just saying. That's the only one thing that makes sense. Andrade as a heel, yeah, I can see him doing that. It would go perfect with his act. Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn is the wild card of that one to me. I'm not going to sleep on that one. Ricochet is going to do some amazing shit. Mustafa Ali is going to do some amazing shit. Finn Balor is going to do some amazing shit. Andrade is going to do... This may be one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches we might see. I hope this is produced very well. I really do. I hope this is the match of the evening. Next, we got Seth Rollins defending the WWE Universal Championship against AJ Styles. Why is this happening at Money in the Bank and not at SummerSlam? Because WWE wants something that would, the first time ever, I just hope they don't do this like they did with Styles and Nakamura at fucking WrestleMania, in which they ruined that whole entire match of what it could be, of what it could have been. I'm like, come on now. In New Japan, these dudes had a war. I think about 30-minute war, like a 30-minute fucking war, and the match was incredible. We got at WrestleMania, terrible. Last year, their match at Money in the Bank was actually better than every match they had before then. That should have been the match at WrestleMania, but no, we didn't get that. Now this is a tough one. The only reason this match is happening is because WWE wants a main attraction type of match, so they can grab some attention and forget that AEW is having Double or Nothing next week, and they want to try to show out. So we got to do this. We have to. They're doing this because they have to. They have to put Seth Rollins as a first opponent as AJ Styles. They have to. Because otherwise they already know Double or Nothing is gonna blow this show out the water. I still think Double or Nothing is gonna blow this show out the fucking water, and I actually think this match is gonna be a no contest. Why? AJ doesn't need to lose clean in this new Raw tenure right now. Seth Rollins doesn't need to lose the championship, period, right about now. Because it only makes sense to have Seth Rollins be that notable baby face to carry this until y'all... I keep forgetting WWE sucks at building stars. They can't build superstars until you find him a credible heel. Now, unless they want to turn AJ Styles healed here and have the Good Brothers come out and beat the fuck out of him, you got once again the WWE Bullet Club thing, just like how they did with Roman Reigns, and he went through all 3 of them in Extreme Rules. But I think this is not going to be their first encounter. We should get a winner at SummerSlam. This match is a SummerSlam caliber match for right now. But they're doing this because they have to, because of AEW. But my prediction is there will be a no contest. It's going to be a clusterfuck finish somehow. is going to be, because I just can't see either one of these men beating each other. I can't. And then we got Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Everything that bothers me about this match isn't even on Becky's fault, because WWE clearly didn't know how to creatively book Becky as a double champion. And why the fuck is Lacey Evans getting a championship match over women that have been there longer and have been working their ass off? For all you Lacey Evans marks, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all behind Lacey Evans' what? Oh, it's because she's a mom in the military? When the fuck on television have the commentary mentioned anything about her background? Don't worry, I'll wait. Who on the Raw women's roster has Lacey Evans beaten to warrant a shot at the champion? Beating Natalya doesn't mean shit to me anymore. You beat Natalya, you just beat Natalya. She beat Natalya and gets rewarded a Raw Women's Championship? Fuck no. They say she deserves it. What the? For the past, when she was first called up from NXT, when she wasn't shit in NXT, she wasn't shit in NXT. Where was her takeover match? Did she ever contend for the women's title? No. The only reason she got blown up because she's tall, blonde, and has big tits. No. Becky called her and Charlotte identical. Y'all bitches look the same. Y'all bitches look the same. You are Vince McMahon's wet dream upon wet dream. I really hope Becky... Now, if Becky doesn't beat Charlotte, Becky better beat Lacey. Because Lacey ain't all that. She's not. As much I'm sorry if I'm breaking all you Lacey Evans marks hearts and shit, but your girl ain't shit. For the first 4 weeks she was called up, what'd she do? Smile and wave. That gets you a title shot now? I can understand if you kind of build her up, like you could have had her have a few squash matches with some jobbers or something like that, and then give her like a contention match or something. But no, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. For 4 weeks, you just had her come outside, smile, wave on each show, and go in the back. That's what a women's champion is? That's what you want out of a women's champion? Some of you people have the absolute fucking worst taste in professional wrestlers. Lacey Evans isn't even over with the crowd yet. She has really, like, go away heat. Like, I can't stand to see her come out on television if she's not fucking wrestling, which she doesn't fucking do in the first place. I mean, don't get me wrong. The only thing I like about it is she plays the character well. She definitely plays that well, but in the ring, she really ain't all that special. And not to mention, she has the worst finisher in the company. I hate finishes like that. Or some dirty ass punch or some shit. When I first saw her, she was using that reverse dude buster pile driver. I thought that was a pretty solid finisher, but no, they wanted to switch to the women's. Right, that shit is terrible. That's terrible. I hope Becky Lynch breaks the arm that she uses to punch that bullshit with. I'm going with Becky Lynch for the fucking win. Overall, this show I'm not really excited for, if you can tell. Only the ladder matches are the only thing that really interests me. And I am kind of curious to see how Seth Rollins and AJ Styles plays out. Like I said, that should be a clusterfuck finish. Because AJ shouldn't beat Seth for the title. And Seth shouldn't give AJ his first loss back on Raw. Back on Raw clean. That's just me. That's just me. So, well, y'all, that's going to be it for you, man. That's the Money in the Bank 2019 predictions. The show comes on tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. I'm not excited about it. I just want to see the ladder matches and the end of that one. And where we go from here, they go to Saudi Arabia, which I probably won't give a single fuck about that show either. But anyway, I'm SSG Coop, man. Y'all enjoy your weekend. I got some more content coming up, man. I'm finna upload some more King of Fighters videos. I'm actually finna do a simulation match for Becky Lynch against Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna actually simulate that match, and I mean, hopefully that's not the fucking outcome that's gonna happen. But let's see, I might actually do, if I could do the Money in the Bank match for the women, I will. So I'm gonna simulate those matches right now. I'm just probably gonna upload some more of my King of Fighters content and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna be moving around a little bit this fucking this weekend right now. I would have went to work today, but I really didn't feel like going to work today. So I'll probably go to work tomorrow. And right now we just gonna chill for a little bit, minute. So yeah, I'm Cook the Super Saiyan guy. Holla at your boy, man. Peace.